So welcome everybody. Here we are for the first restorative class of 2025. Oh my word. So as far as props go tonight, I thought again, keep it really simple for you guys so that it's much easier for you to practice. It will be just a blanket to sit over blocks, to be like a representation of a bolster if you don't have one. But if you have a bolster, then just use that, okay? So we'll come to that later. So one of the things about restorative yoga, the more practiced you get at this, you know what to expect. So your nervous system also knows what to expect. So it gets easier. The more you practice this, it does get easier. And we then are able to see perhaps some things that perhaps push us off our kilter a little bit when we do it regularly, because we can see patterns appearing. So I mean, I'm not saying it's always easy because it isn't, but one of the things to do just before your practice is something physically to help your body release any tension that might be present. So my suggestion would be, even if you feel like you're ready to relax and go down, perhaps just do something ahead of the practice just to help yourself to slip deeper into the restorative. So today we're going to come to standing. I'm concentrating on your legs, in particular the thigh muscles, and I'm going to guide you with breathing as well. So if you're standing with your feet roughly hip distance apart, could you send one leg back, not far, just enough so that you can balance yourself into your feet fairly evenly, hands on the hips. So we're going to, first of all, as we're standing here, just take a breath in, just normal, roughly, quite an average breath. And as you breathe out, I want you to count what your out breath is. So it doesn't matter what that out breath is. What we're going to do is move forwards with the count of that out breath, just halfway, and then come back up. Now we're going to do it 3 times on each side, but the second round on the same side, you're going to increase your exhale by 1 second or 1 beat. Yeah. So say, for instance, your breath was 5. That's what you do first of all. The second round, 6. Third round, 7. And then bring yourself together. We'll take the breath again. It might change. Yeah, step, back foot forwards, do the same thing, just 3 times. But linking the breath with the way you're having to use your leg muscles is signaling really specifically to your nervous system to start to calm down. Okay, so hands on the hips, 1 leg forward, 1 back. Take the count of your breath. So that's your out breath count. Okay, whatever that is, breathe in and do that as for that forward movement halfway, it's the same count. Back you come up with your in-breath, balancing your weight between the 2 feet. This time 1 second more. So you're going slow. If you need to bend the front knee, by all means you can. You're coming back up for your in-breath. This time an extra second. And up you come. Okay, just stand, yeah, feet separated. Take a breath and see if the marker has changed. It may just a fraction. Okay. So opposite leg forwards, obviously. whatever that breath count was, this is the first one you're going to do. So breathe in, down you go on that count. Come back up, in breath. Get ready to go down again, 1 extra second with your breath. So you're slowing down your movements, controlling a bit more in your legs. Everything's beginning to slow down. All the way down and up, up, up for that last one. Okay, just stand again with your feet hip distance apart. Drop your arms. Shut your eyes down and just take a breath in and out and see if anything has changed here. See if the breath has kind of got less grip to it. See and notice if your exhale feels more relaxed, that you can let go a little bit more. Even if this is a micro change, it's a change, okay? Okay, so come down onto the ground. I'm going to be using a sheepskin. Super comfy. And I'll explain how to use your props if you're not going to be using a bolster. But first of all, come to a seat. So we're gradually going to take ourselves down onto the ground. First of all, I'd like you to just sit in a comfortable position with the spine really vertical, but without being stiff, rigid in your position. Let it be soft. Continue to stay connected to that breath, the breath that might be the changed breath. And on your exhales, see if you can relax the skull, the scalp around the skull. And then next breath, all the muscles in your face. Next breath from the neck to the shoulders, both sides. And then from the shoulders down to the elbows, wrists and fingers, both sides. You may notice your breath beginning to get even longer and softer in preparation for laying down. Okay, so if you're not using a bolster and you're using blocks, line the blocks side by side. These can be books. They don't need to be blocks. They could be books. And a rolled up blanket on top just to create a softness and a cushioning. If you're going to use a pillow for your head or a cushion for your head, definitely use the pointed corner end. And when that goes behind your head, invite that to go down to provide a little bit of support for your spine. So I'm going to turn lights off and you have the light effects now. So drape your legs over your bolster or your makeshift bolster. Cover yourself up with a blanket to remain warm. That's really important in restorative yoga. You do not want to be distracted. You want to be comfortable. If you have an eye pillow, then place that over the brow line. Tuck your hands and arms under your blanket. settle your back, settle your legs. And when you've done all of your fidgeting, come back to your breath. On those out breaths, we're going to release the spine even more to the floor. So from the back of the head to your tail. From your pelvis, down your thighs. Relax them on the exhale. From your knees all the way to your ankles when you breathe out. And from ankles out all the toes. And at this point, really give yourself permission to relax. And if that's a difficult one for you today, then please let me give you permission to relax and rest your body. I'll remain silent all the way to the end. So at any point, if you feel you're fidgeting too much, then maybe use your out breath to anchor you back into your body. Remain in your body. Breathe in and relax the whole of your body. We are coming to the end of our practice, but if you need to stay where you are, would you please do that for yourself this evening? Thank you for practicing. I hope you have a really restful sleep tonight. And we'll be back here next month for another practice, but this will all be there for you to use regularly on my YouTube channel. Thank you, everybody. Namaste.